Top 5 side hustles for 2021. Welcome into this video here today, guys. Hope you really enjoy this one. Hope you get a lot of value out of it here today. We're talking about side hustles, making a little money on the side, and I think everybody wants to make more money, right? I think I still have yet to meet someone in this world who doesn't want at least some more money. I think everybody would love some more money at the end of the day. It allows you to either save more money, right? Sleep better at night, invest more money, right? I know a lot of people, especially that follow me, would love more money so they can invest more money. They can buy more stocks and things like that. I don't think I've ever met anybody that invests in the stock market and is like, oh, I have enough money. No, everybody wants more money so they can invest more, compound more money, or you can pay off debt. Like I know a lot of people that are in, a lot of debt, some high interest. And by, having a side hustle that hopefully you can make some income from, you can hopefully produce some money that you can pay off some debt with. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video here today. Most of these side hustles I'm going to share with you here today take about 5 to 10 hours a week of attention. So it's not like you got to spend 40, 50 hours a week or something on these side hustles. And especially if you're somebody watching this that you got a full-time job or a job you're working 30 hours a week, especially, a lot of you guys that are working 40 hours a week. It's like you already got your main thing. You're just trying to make some money on the side. So, and keep in mind, some of these side hustles, this is something we got to make very clear. Some of these side hustles I'm going to share with you here today might end up being your full-time thing in the future, where this becomes so big that literally like you make more money from this than you do your job or something like that. And so it could actually end up getting to a place where you actually end up doing way better, not just because you make money on the side, but because this ends up being a bigger income for you than your main thing you have going on today. So that's something to keep in mind. The guy you're watching this video from, okay? This is a guy right here, Jeremy Lefebvre, okay? I started YouTube as like a side hustle in 2016. I was like, I could teach people some stuff about finance. I've learned a lot and things like that, kind of cover my journey in like entrepreneurship and things like that while I was doing my real estate marketing company, right? YouTube was just a side hustle. I was never like, oh, I'm going to be some big YouTuber someday or something like that. I'm like, no, I'll just, do some finance videos, teach people different things that they can know, whether it's like personal finance related, business related, stock market related, right? And over the years, this became like a huge thing, all the way to the point in 2018 that I left my real estate marketing company because I was like, that I had built from scratch to a successful company, just because I was like, YouTube's like this way bigger thing for me. And if we fast forward to today, I mean, that's crazy. Like this is the AdSense revenue. This is what, gets put in my pocket at the end of the day from YouTube. This was in last month, September, right? I don't know how this month will shake out. We got a couple days left here in October of 2020. But yeah, last month, 37,000 plus from the main channel, another 18,000 plus from the second channel. And this all started as a side hustle. That's just like crazy to think about that. Like, what is that, like 55,000 or whatever in a matter of 1 month? This never happens if I don't take that leap of faith and say, I'm going to do something over here on the side. I'm going to spend, and initially YouTube, I only spent like 5 to 10 hours a week pretty much on YouTube. And then as I started building bigger and bigger, I was like, okay, this is something here. Maybe I'll start spending 10 to 15 hours a week. Then next thing you know, it was like 15 to 20 hours a week. And then by the time like January 2018 rolled around, I was like, I'm silly if I don't go full time for this thing. And so before we get into this, don't ever let anybody ever put you down for starting a side hustle or for trying something. And even if you're at it for 6, 12 months, like I was at YouTube for 6, 12 months and it wasn't producing many results, right? A lot of people could have said you should be using that extra 10 hours a week you're putting into that toward, contacting more realtors for your real estate marketing company and things like that. Don't ever let anybody put you down. Don't ever let anybody laugh at you or whatever. Whatever they want to do is whatever they want to do, okay? Focus on yourself. Make sure you're in the right place mentally all the time, and make sure you're the one that's taking these type of things serious, because this little stuff adds up to a lot in the end, and sometimes it adds up to more than anybody could have ever dreamed, right? So don't ever let anybody put you down for what you're trying to work out when you're trying to make some side money or something like that. And don't have any fear of being judged by friends or family or whatever. You can keep them out of it. Like when I started YouTube, man, I kept people out of it. I didn't say, oh, I'm on YouTube or something like that, because I know a lot of people just would have laughed and be like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, you don't even need to go to that place, okay? And my goal with today's video is hopefully at least one of these side hustles you can relate to, and you can say, hey, I'm going after this in 2021. We only got a couple months as I'm recording this. We only got November, December left of 2020. And a lot of folks are going to be watching this video in 2021. I'm hoping at least one of these I mentioned here today, you actually want to go after. And because not everything's for everybody, not all 5 of these you're going to want to do, but I'm hoping there's at least one of these that you see this here today and you're like, you know what, that one I think I can pull off. That one I think I'm going to try and make this happen, guys. So let's get into these top 5 side hustles for 2021. Smash a thumbs up if you don't mind. I very much appreciate it. It helps out the YouTube channel massively, and this isn't even a channel that's monetized as of right now, so I can't even make money off this video, and so I do appreciate it. All right, guys, let's start getting into this. So first one of these 5 that I have up here is Fiverr and Upwork. So Fiverr and Upwork. I mean, this is just phenomenal for freelance economy. Now, people that are watching this video, if anybody's watching this under 20 years old, you might even have some skills you could have on Fiverr and Upwork that people could use, okay? So there's really no age bracket that ages out. Obviously, if you're a little older and you've done a lot of things, you're probably going to be able to have a lot of different categories you can post under for Fiverr and Upwork that are skills that you have. But more and more companies than ever are looking for freelance work, looking for, different people they can hire, not just as full-time employees because there's huge employment costs that go along with that, but independent contractors that they can hire, for some freelance work. You get to pick who you want to work with, right? Because companies will contact you or businesses will contact you. You can choose if you want to work with those folks or not. You get to choose what rate you charge. If you want $50 an hour for something or $500 for a project, like you get to choose that. They might try to negotiate with you, but at the end of the day, you get to choose what you want to basically be paid out. And you get to choose how much you want to work. If you want to work all the time, you can work all the time. If you want to work on one project a month or one project a week or one project a day or 10 projects a day, that is your choice. Fiverr and Upwork, their businesses are absolutely taking off and will continue to, in my opinion, over the next decade, essentially. Look at this. This was out of Upwork. They did a lot of research on how big the freelancing economy is becoming because it's becoming bigger and bigger. And this was as of 2019, okay? The freelancing direct impact on the economy is close to $1 trillion. That's nearly 5% of U.S. GDP. That's crazy, guys. I mean, this is how big freelancing is getting. And the thing with the freelance economy and websites like Fiverr, Upwork, and some of these other big platforms, like, it's just going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger over the next decade. So, I mean, if you're looking for a side hustle, I can bet you there's probably some skills that you have out there that you can probably start making some money on Fiverr with or Upwork in the end, okay? Now, I just was thinking about myself for I thought for 5 minutes. I was like, okay, what are some skills I have that, let's say I wanted to start posting on Upwork and Fiverr of skills I have in different categories that I could personally post on, okay? And these are just some of them that I thought of in 3-5 minutes, okay? Graphic design, video marketing, photo editing, company analysis, financial analysis, social media marketing, team building, overall business consulting, business competitive analysis. There's so many categories, and that's just me thinking for 3 to 5 minutes about what I could personally be posting on Fiverr as all these different categories, right? So I bet you, especially if you're somebody that's been in business for a while and things like that, you have some things you're good at. You have some skills out there that you can help folks with, that you're successful at, right? And there's so many categories that people need help with. How many business professionals would love to grow on social media, but they have no clue on how the heck to put a nice photo together or nice videos together or things like that, and they would love to. They heard about they could grow their business through YouTube, or they heard they could grow their business through the FB or through IG or Snap or TikTok or whatever it is. But they're like, dude, I don't have the time to learn video editing skills. I don't have the time to learn photo skills, graphic design. Guess what? They can outsource that to folks on Upwork and Fiverr, and you can make money that way. So, like I said, I mean, the opportunities are endless in that category, okay? That's the first one. Fiverr and Upwork, massive opportunities, all right? Number 2 of 5 up here, online reselling, all right? Reselling of used items on eBay, Craigslist, FB Marketplace. Places like that, okay? Reselling of used items, or it can even be new items sometimes, okay? But used items is really the big thing in my opinion. I mean, there's so much junk folks have around their house that could bring value to other people that they could sell on eBay, Craigslist, FB Marketplace, and these type of things. I mean, I was just looking around in the kitchen area of our house, and I was like, there's so many things over there that we honestly don't we hardly ever use. And I'm like, we can get rid of this. Like, there's a really nice big wooden cutting board we bought a while back. We never use that thing. I should sell that. I should sell that because we like never use that. We end up using like the Walmart or whatever, $5 plastic cutting boards. And that's what we always end up using. We never really use that big, elaborate, nice wood cutting board, right? It just takes up space. I bought, we have like a cabinet full of like different board games and things like that. And there's this one that I bought for my brother-in-law and my wife like a year or two ago. And it's a Game of Thrones chessboard. Really nice, right? They've never used it once ever, okay? The thing just sits up in the cabinet and collects dust. I thought it was cool, and because they were Game of Thrones fans. They've never played that thing once. I should sell that online. I could probably get, I don't know, $100 for it, $200 for it, right? Like, this house is 4,000 square feet. Like the amount of stuff that is unused in this house that I could sell right now and make money from, that I could go and invest that money and things like that. It's ridiculous. And I can tell you, the majority of people's houses out there, there's so much junk you could sell that might be junk to you, but might bring value to somebody else. You might never use that thing. You thought you would use it. You thought you would enjoy it, and you never do. But somebody else is gonna end up using it. Okay. Now, also, let's say you're younger and you haven't accumulated a bunch of stuff, right? People that can definitely relate to this. Is anybody watching this video that's in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or older? A lot of times you just end up collecting way too much clothing and just junk around your house, right? But let's say you're younger and you're watching this and you're like, I'm not at that point. I don't even own a house yet or a place, and I haven't accumulated junk. Okay. I bet you probably friends and family, right, that they might be close to hoarders, right? Or they might just have way too much stuff. And you can have a chat with those folks and be like, okay, listen, I will do all the posting. I'll do the photos. I'll do the managing of this. I'll do the shipping of these items. Just give me a commission off this. I can tell you there's a lot of folks out there who'd be like, yeah, absolutely. The reason a lot of people don't part with their junk is because it takes time to do all the posting, listing, and worrying about the shipping and all those sorts of things. So somebody looks at it and they're like, I could probably sell that for $25 online, but I don't feel like taking the photos and putting the listing up and then doing the shipping and going to the post office, things like that. But you might be able to do that and say, hey, man, give me $10 if I sell this for $25. And somebody might be like, yeah, go ahead, okay? I can tell you a lot of people would be like that. I wish I need somebody just to go around my house and do this all the time, man. Hey, let's sell this. Hey, let's sell that, okay? That's massive, okay? Finding underpriced items, selling them for full price. I mean, this is a phenomenal opportunity. There are big shoe drops that happen all the time. And if you're up to date on what's going on in like the shoe game, right? My goodness, there's a lot of money to be made. Every time there's a big shoe that comes out, there's a lot of people that get those shoes and go ahead and flip those and resell those online. And sometimes the profits are ridiculous. Like, I've been educated on the shoe game, especially around like Nike, like over the past, I say a year or so, and I didn't know how big it was. I didn't know how like how massive the category was and how many people like demand these type of shoes and things like that in massive demand. And a lot of times you can't get your hands on them, but if you can and you can resell them, there's so much money to be made. Big clothing drops all the time. Like, this is another phenomenal way of making money. I wear a particular brand. It's called OVO, and it has like owls and stuff. And I can tell you, every single time there's a big drop that has anything like that is in relation to like that has the big owls and stuff, that stuff sells out so quick. And a lot of times you can get $50 to $250 a premium if you just go ahead and resell that online, essentially. Like, it's ridiculous because a lot of people end up wanting to get that drop, but it's a limited amount they put out there. It's not like just like an unlimited amount. They put a very limited amount out there. People buy it up real quick, sometimes within hours, and then a bunch of other people didn't get in on that, but they want that, and they'll pay, $100 premium, $200 premium. This particular hoodie I have on right now, I remember I saw this like a month after, essentially, and people were selling it for like $200, $250 more expensive than what I paid in the store that day because other people wanted it, right? So that's massive, all right? There's PlayStation 5 launch coming up, right? I don't know if people are going to make money off that, but I can tell you, I know real people in real life that made money off the PS3 launch and the PS4 launch because there was a limited amount out there, sold out pretty quick, and people want to get their hands on it, and especially specific versions of these different PlayStations, right? And you can make a lot of money. Big iPhone launches. Almost every single time there's a really big iPhone launch, There are people that make a lot of money because they'll get the iPhones like the second it comes out, essentially, and they'll resell it to folks that don't have the time to be online right that minute and buy that phone right then and there. And a lot of times you can sell it for $100, $200, $300. Sometimes I've seen it like where people are selling them for $500+ more expensive than what they paid. So absolutely, online reselling is a massive category, whether we're talking used items or new items. And regardless of if you have money or don't, there's ways to make money on online reselling, okay? So believe me, that one I have up there about offering to sell friends and family's junk and taking a commission off that, trust me, there's a lot of people that would gladly do that. Believe me on that, okay? Number 3, I had to include this one. I could not do a video without this one. YouTube tutorials, entertainment. If you didn't know, YouTube has what's called AdSense, and they pay you out for ads that are showing your videos. You do have to get approved. I think you got to have 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's somewhere around like 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. So you have to, kind of build up for that for a month or a couple months, and then you can actually have monetization on your channel where ads are shown on your channels, and it's an amazing way to actually make money. And so you got to either decide, do you want to go with more like tutorials on your YouTube channels, or you want to go more entertainment? And that's really your call. But just tutorials, like I just typed in a bunch of like random categories real quick for like 3 minutes, and look at all these views. Like how to change brakes. Look at that. 4.6 million views, 2.3 million views, 4.6 million views. Like, you know how much money those videos made? You know what I mean? Like that's crazy numbers. How to fix a leaking toilet. Look at that, 191,000 views, 553,000 views. How to invest. Look at that. Look at Graham the Man, 1.3 million views. You know how much Graham made off that video? Like, disgusting amount. Look at that next video, 3.2 million views. Look at that next video, 190,000 views, right? I mean, these view counts are crazy. How to paint a house. Look at that, 4.9 million views, 1.1 million views, 366,000 views. I mean, think about it. Even if you're not getting, let's say, 4.9 million views on how to paint a house, what if your video gets 50,000 views? 50,000 views is still a lot of money in the end, okay? 4.9 million is a little different, okay? That's like, I don't know how many, ads that guy has in and what those ads pay, but I could tell you if I had a 40-minute video, with the type of ads I get, and I got 4.9 million views on a video that I produce, that video would end up making me over $250,000 easily just from AdSense, okay? I'm not saying it made that guy $250,000. I'm just saying if I had a video that long with how many, ads I usually put in videos, like every, 4 to 6 minutes usually, like literally, if I had that many views, I would make $250,000 plus on a video, okay? This just gives you some context of how much money it is. How to paint a house, look at that. That's the category continued over on the right-hand side there. Look at that, 606,000 views, 284,000 views, 3.4 million views. Stock market for beginners, there I am. I'm under one of these categories, right? Nate up there, 1.2 million views. My video there, almost 500,000 views, right? How to make tacos, look at that. 141,000 views, 690,000 views, 1.3 million views. How to carve a pumpkin, 314,000 views, 635,000 views, 1.1 million views. How to feed a baby, like the simplest stuff. How to feed a baby, 937,000 views, 367,000 views, 285,000 views, right? Like, YouTube is a land of opportunity for 2021 and beyond, okay? It is still absolutely a land of opportunity. If you basically can put down these 3 things, you have a good probability of having good success on YouTube, okay? The content's got to be good first off, okay? You can't make a video on how to fix a leaky toilet if you have no clue what you're doing, okay? You can't make a video on how to carve a pumpkin if you aren't even very good at carving a pumpkin, right? The content's got to be good, okay? Very, very important. The thumbnail's got to be good, and the title's got to be good. If you can nail those 3 things, like you have a good chance out there of actually, creating a successful YouTube channel that's built around tutorials or things like that. So, you don't have to be a massive creator, make good money off YouTube. You don't have to be, getting 1 million views a video to be making good money. If you got 1 million views a video, great for you. You're making, millions of dollars each year. But I'm telling you, you could be a creator that gets 5,000 views a video and maybe has some of those long tail ones on some of those tutorial categories, right? That maybe gets 100,000 views. Like, you can make really good money on this platform. YouTube absolutely is a land of opportunity. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. I mean, I remember when I started in 2016, there was a lot of stuff like YouTube, you can't grow on that platform anymore or something like that. Like, no, It's still a land of opportunity. Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, YouTube's a massive thing. Remember, I told you guys a story at the start of this. Like, it was my side hustle. It became my full-time thing. Number 4 of 5, food delivery. I mean, food delivery is going crazy. 2020 is the year. Food delivery was already going crazy. All the food delivery platforms were already growing like crazy. And then Rona came out of nowhere here in 2020, and food delivery has gone through the sky. I mean, absolutely through the sky, okay? And the money's not, if you want to do food delivery, it's not in the delivery fees, okay? That's not where the money is. That's just kind of like the okay stuff, okay? Don't look at it as if you're going to do this, it's in the delivery fees, okay? It's in the tips. That's where the real money is made if you want to be successful in food delivery, okay? Social skills, being presentable. These are so big, and 99% plus of people that are doing food delivery do not have these 2 skills, okay? If you have social skills and you know how to be presentable, it can make a massive difference toward tips. Trust me on that. I mean, I get food delivery decent amount, and I can tell you, a lot of times there's no social skills. Like, I mean, none. They don't even talk to you many of the times. They just like hand you the food and go on with their way. There's no social skills there. So there's no even hey, how's it going today? I hope you really enjoy. There's just no social skills at all. And the presentation of most folks that do food delivery is just not presentable, man. I think I had one guy one day, he had a shirt, like a sleeveless shirt on, man, and he had all this armpit hair, and it's just like what? And now if I get any bit of hair in my food, I'm gonna automatically think it's you, man. It's just people aren't even understand this stuff. And if you want to get have a better chance of getting tips, have social skills, be presentable, hit wealthier zip codes, okay? Because in wealthier zip codes, generally the food they're going to be ordering is more expensive, okay? So if they tip on top of that, it's off more expensive food, okay? The numbers just make more sense. Also, those folks have more income to tip, okay? And if you could bring being a presentable person and having a little bit of social skills into it, you actually have a good chance to make really good tip money, okay? And this is just a category that I'm looking at, and the way people approach it is just totally backwards, in my opinion. The 99% of the food delivery drivers are thinking about, how can I get this food as fast as possible to this person so I can get to the next job and get that food as fast. And so they're just worrying about delivery fees rather than worrying about making sure that is a great experience for that person. I got some Starbucks delivered recently, right? Probably a week or 2 ago. Man, there was it was leaking all over the place. It made a mess of the floors. I was bringing it in the house. It was what? Okay. And the guy never said hi to me or anything. And it's just it's a bad experience. I still ended up tipping just because I'm a really nice person. But I can tell you, most people would not have tipped on that. I'll just be honest. The bag was leaking. The drinks had went everywhere. I don't know. Maybe it was flying 100 miles an hour. And, no social skills. It's really big. Okay. So food delivery, you can make money in it. It's in the tips, okay? And bring some game, all right? And number 5, last side hustle of the bunch, is affiliate marketing, okay? Affiliate marketing is massive, all right? So first thing you need to do, you need to build up some audience, followers, whatever you want to call it, okay? That can be through a blog, that can be through websites, that can be through an email list, that can be through YouTube, IG, FB, TikTok. I mean, there's a million different ways you can build an audience of some kind or a list of some kind, right? And usually it's by bringing value to folks and then hoping they sign up for an email list or something like that, okay? And then you need to sign up for an affiliate program. So many retailers and companies do it nowadays. Almost everybody's got an affiliate deal out there, especially all big companies. I used to do affiliate marketing back when I had my first year or 2 on being on YouTube. Actually, my second biggest income source, probably my third biggest income source, because my real estate marketing company was one. Then it was YouTube, and then I had a third source that started, which was affiliate marketing, because I signed up for the Amazon affiliates program, and in all my videos, I had essentially all the equipment I used and things like that in my real estate marketing company and for the YouTube channel. And people would click on that, and whether they bought that item or a different item within a 24-hour period or maybe it was 24, 48 hours on Amazon, I made commission on that. And I remember there were some months where I made several $100s of affiliate money on Amazon, like $400 or something like that, which at that time, like, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing to make $400, $500 of affiliate marketing money on basically just having some links on my channel. Like, that was absolutely amazing. Webull this year, if you're anybody that follows the finance space, you know, I don't personally do it. I've missed out on at least, by not doing Webull links personally, I've missed out on at least $1 to $3 million this year. But you're seeing Webull everywhere if you watch any type of financial videos, because, you know, Webull's paying out handsomely right now. And I know a lot of my peers are making 6 figures plus a month just from Webull affiliates, okay? So crazy money to be made out there from affiliate marketing. So that's absolutely a way you can, you know, make money on the side as a side hustle. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video massively. Hope you got some value out of it. And I hope at least one of these inspires you guys to go ahead and try to do this in 2021 and make this work. So get your side hustle game on in 2021. And there's a lot of other ways you can make side hustle money out there. Those are just the 5 that I think are really good opportunities for folks out there. And if you know somebody, friends or family, that are looking to hopefully make some side hustle money as well, feel free to share this video with them. I'm sure they'll get some value out of it as well. So if you don't mind, pay me with the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you guys. It helps out the YouTube channel massively, more than you can ever know. And with that being said, guys, have a great day. Peace.